Hi and welcome to the video. I haven't done much recently and it's about time I've done what I'm going to do today. Is I wanted to make up a VHS compilation of all the tracks I like in any particular order. I'm not really fussed on what order they go in, to be honest with you. Just going to have a 3-hour video, make it up. I may do a couple of them actually if I get time. It's going to be a bit tedious and time consuming, but I could have this video recorder back where it was and watch it on the TV as I'm busy on my computer doing whatever I do. I can glance over, I can listen to it through my HiFi system, or link it up to my HiFi system, and I can listen to it and glance over every now and again to see who's playing, watching these bands, mime, etc., bringing back some memories back to the late 70s, early 80s, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to do it with this video recorder, but also just for a matter of interest, in case anyone's interested in this at all, is also going to bring one of these kind of hard drive recorders, you know, the ones that's got well, this particular one hasn't, but some of them have got a VHS recorder on them, a DVD recorder, and maybe a DV3 is it, or whatever, receiver for the terrestrial TV, all that kind of stuff. And some of them have got hard drive recorders built in. This one has, but it hasn't got the VHS player on it or recorder. So I'm going to bring that in just to show you how easy it is on that as well, just for a matter, just a matter of doing it really. I may use that, I may not, because obviously I'm going to get a lot more on there because it's got a built-in hard drive, so I can just copy it all over to the hard drive. It's going to be a long, massive kind of arrangement of different tracks and music, etc. But really, for me, it's about the video. It was going back to the day when I got my first video recorder, which was, God knows when that was, ages and ages ago. Cost an absolute fortune. The latest technology, like just an unbelievably fantastic thing like at the time. And I think there's a year or two afterwards, mate, I can't remember exactly how long, but Nikon video recorder used to come out. Just to talk about that very briefly in a minute. But before that happened, before the Nikon, I would get videos like this, and they could be all right, but there'd be some hiss in the background, all that kind of stuff, especially if you're making up your own and all that off the TV, top of the pops. There'd be some hiss in the background. But videos like this come out, and you look at the back and it'll say VHS HiFi. It supported the HiFi format, which this does here. This is a 6-head Nikon HiFi video recorder, like I say, come up a couple of years later. So now the transmissions of the programs would come out in stereo, and it'd be good quality. You can pick up some reasonable amount of detail, and that it'd be much more brighter. It'd be much more interesting. You know, it's just a lot better, you know, a million times kind of better sound quality. So I used to buy some of these at the time. These would be quite expensive back then. Like I say, I've been buying a few over the car boot, etc., but I thought I wanted to make up my own one. And you may think, why do you want to do that, Mick? You know what I mean? You can watch them on your PC, but I'm going to be using my PC. You can get them on DVD, you can get them on Blu-ray. It's going to be much better quality sound. It's going to be much better quality video, but it's about me kind of reminiscing back to the day when I've done it. It's going to bring back some good memories, and me recording these videos is going to take me, it's going to be a bit tedious, it's going to take me time, but actually pushing it in there, and it's going to plonk down, I'm going to press play, I'm going to wait for it, says it's picked up the HiFi track on the TV. It's going to bring back a few memories. So that's what I wanted to do. And this is pretty straightforward, lucky enough. This is really straightforward. It's just going to be a bit time consuming, and also if you're a bit fussy, the quality ain't going to be that great, you know, video wise. It's going to be okay. I'm going to be watching it from a distance, so it's not going to be too bad. I'm not going to be scanning the screen thinking, oh no, this don't look too good. I'm just going to kind of watch them, like I say, dancing around, all that kind of stuff while I'm listening to the track. And obviously it's going to bring back some memories, and you're going to catch up some groups that you haven't seen for a while, what were they like back in the 70s and 80s kind of thing. So that's for me. I'm just going to be using, I mean, you can use any tape, something like one of these cheap bushes, but I've got myself a little bit better. It's supposed to be an 8 Pro X kind of tape. I don't know how good it is, but it only cost me a £5. A while back ago I bought this at a boot sale for £5. Never been used, it's brand new, sealed. I've been mucking around with it since. So I'm going to be using that, and I'm going to do myself a 3-hour video. Like I say, I may do myself 2 or 3. It's very time consuming because I'm going to be taking tracks off of YouTube mainly, and as you know with YouTube I'm going to have this kind of bars going to appear down the bottom here as the track starts off. I'm going to have the next track selection kind of come up. So maybe you want to do yourself, if you're doing it off of YouTube, a playlist. Get yourself a playlist. I may do that, so they're all in a playlist. If you haven't got the adverts, if you subscribe to YouTube, you're not going to get any adverts. You're going to go one to the other, and you're only going to see this maybe on the very first track, and all the other tracks are going to play out, and you're not going to get any more graphics pop up on the screen. But I'm not on premium or anything like that, I'm just going to be normal. So it's going to be a bit of hit and miss here. I'm going to get this come up for a few seconds maybe, and you know, if I get it right I may be able to just get past the next track kind of thing. I don't know. It's going to be a bit hit and miss. It's going to be back, you know, to where we were years ago, pressing that pause button a bit lively kind of thing. So you can do that a couple of ways. You can press pause on the front of the actual video recorder, or you can actually use the remote control for the video. The remote's down there. I'm just going to show you at the front here how I'm doing it. But I'm only going to do one or two. I'm going to try and keep it as quick as possible because I want to bring that hard drive recorder into it as well. Now, what do you need for this? Well, obviously you need a PC to start off with. Now, my PC's down the bottom there, and the lead usually goes to this monitor here, the HDMI lead, but it's actually coming to this little box, this white box here. And this is exactly the same box but in black. That's the white version, this is the black. And these are called an HDMI to AV converter. HDMI to AV converter. Now this comes with a power supply, and it actually plugs into the side here, little power supply. It's one of these USB kind of like, oh, there's so many USBs about, I'm not too sure. It's not a mini, it's not a micro, I think it's a mini, USB mini, because they've got the micro as well. It's a bit old fashioned to what they are today. And that plugs into a normal like 5-volt phone charger kind of thing. But lucky enough, the HDMI from my PC, and it should do from yours as well, does supply 5 volts. So don't need that adapter. But just in case you didn't get a picture, you may want to plug that adapter in, that power supply in, but I've no need for that. My PC through the HDMI is giving the voltage to this little box. Hence, I've got no other wires connected, just that one wire from my PC. So that goes into this box. This box goes then into my video recorder. By the way, my video recorder is connected to this TV through a SCART socket at the back. SCART to SCART, a SCART lead at the back, the old-fashioned SCARTs, SCART to SCART at the back. Now your video may not have inputs at the front, yours may be at the back. You may have your SCART to SCART to get the TV going. You may even have yours connected up through the RF lead, I don't know, but you should have another spare socket on there, another SCART lead, and you can get something like this if you haven't got it at the front, something like this that will convert these 3 leads, these RCA leads. They would plug in here. I'll show you how they plug in a minute, and that will go in the back. And you can get these little adapters that's got input and output. So you've got it on the input, flick the switch to input, so an actual input, it's using this as an input. And on your VCR, you would have something like this. You have the let's go to here, program 1, program 2, that'd be maybe BBC 1, BBC 2, but obviously no picture. But if you come down, you'll get AV3, which is this front. You'll get AV2, which is the other socket at the back. And AV1 is actually what I'm using to get the picture on the screen. So if I plug this into the back and AV2 and connecting up them leads, I would get a picture. But I'm doing it on AV3, put it on there, which is at the front. To connect this up, it's exactly the same as this box here. Well, I can take it out here and show you. So we're going to lose the pictures, I'll take it out. But on this particular box here, we've got white and red. This is the audio. So put it on there, white and red. I'm just putting white and red into this, just here there. There's the white and red in there, that's for the audio. I haven't got a yellow lead. Don't need a yellow one, I've just used another white lead, and the white lead plugs into the video here, the yellow. So just make sure wherever lead there, the yellow goes to the yellow here. So yellow to yellow, which will give me my video picture. So now we're all up and running, ready to go. Just going to plonk a tape in there. I've actually got a tape in there. I've got it on 47 seconds, not going to worry too much about that. But obviously you've got to kind of time this and whatever. It's a bit fiddly, it's a bit of mucking about, but so I'm going to be watching it from over there. I'm not going to be too fussed if a graphic comes up now and again. If you're on premium, you're going to get it at the beginning. Then if you've got a playlist, it's never going to come up again probably. But just going to do something like that. So I may just start it off here, and I'm going to press, put your mouse over there, you can't really see that. I'm just going to press record on here, so record comes up just to show you, and I'm going to just play there, and the track there is now recording onto my video recorder. In fact, I've got a little, I don't know if you can see them, a couple of little bouncing bits here. This is the audio going into it. This is automatic recording level. If you've got a better Nikon video, you do need a Nikon HiFi video to do this, really, to get a reasonable sound coming out of it. If you've just got a normal 4-head video recorder, then maybe it's not going to be great. You know, it's going to be okay to sound, but you do need a Nikon video recorder really to get some decent sound out of it. So I'm just going to pause that there, and obviously I'll let that track play and whatever, and when it comes to the end I'll just press pause, ready for the next track. But if I've got a playlist going, you've got a playlist and you've got no adverts coming out, you can just let the playlist go all the way through, maybe 3 hours worth, 2 hours worth, whatever you want to do. So that is the idea of this, you know, me setting up this little thing for me. It's just something for me really. I just thought you may be interested. to see what I'm doing and how to do it, just in case you wanted to do something like that yourself. Obviously, this is a VHS recorder, you can do it on Betamax, you can do it on anything like that. So what I'm going to do now, trying to keep it as quick as possible, I'm going to pause the video, I'm going to bring up that HD hard drive recorder there. By the way, the playback quality is, you know, it's a little worse than what you're getting in. Obviously, this is an old YouTube kind of video I'm recording here. This is honestly, like I say, there's only a couple of these videos on there, and they're both pretty much the same. And how long they're going to stay up there for, I don't know. So once I made this, I've got that clip. It may come up, you know, in the future, a better clip, maybe. I don't know, but it's just for me in the background. And when I listen to the actual audio, which I have done this prior to the video, the audio through my Hi-Fi system sounds okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. It's not top of the range Hi-Fi kind of thing, but it's going to suit me. I'm going to be very happy with it. And to do that, just very briefly, I think I mentioned it, just in case I haven't. I've got the output of this recorder, which is 2 sockets at the back, red and white. The audio out, I'm going to have a lead. I haven't got it here because it's over there. I've got a lead running from where it is all the way round to my Hi-Fi behind me into the auxiliary on my amplifier. Just select auxiliary, press play on here, and we're going to have it coming out of my speakers. And like I say, I can glance over and watch it over there. So that's that. I'm going to turn this off. Let's get the other one up there. Okay, so I've got the DVD recorder. I've got a DVD recorder part here, but I'm not using that. Hopefully you can see that. Just going to use the hard drive built into the unit. Not going to show you how to work this. It'll be a bit complicated. You've either got one of these or you haven't. If you haven't, you buy one. There's going to be plenty of instructions how to use it. Just take a little bit of fluffing about. It's a bit complicated-ish kind of thing. It can be, first of all, when you first use it. These are not dear. Like the video recorder cost me £25 for an Hi-Fi video recorder. Obviously some are a little bit dearer than that, but you can pick them up at a reasonable price. This cost me £30, this hard drive recorder. And I know what you're going to say, you can record all this into a USB stick and have something that's probably about as big as this, plug the USB stick into it, plug it into your TV and all that kind of stuff and get hours and hours and hours. But it's just something I had back then again that I like fiddling about with, but it's not really, I'm not really going to do it on this. I'm going to actually do it on VHS for myself, but someone may have something like this laying about doing nothing at the moment, and they may want to kind of put a compilation, etc. on there. So I've got the same thing. I've got the HDMI converter here coming from my PC. The leads here connected up as usual. We've got red, white, and this is usually yellow. They're connected to the corresponding plugs on this, don't forget. Got it on AV3 because that's the input for this unit. For the front is AV3. We've got 2 at the back, again pretty much the same as the VHS recorder. One is plugged into this TV, one of the SCARTs is plugged into this TV, so that's being used up. We've got a free one there if we wanted to use this little adapter, plugging it in that way. But we've got one at the front. I'll just take out the front so I can show you, but you know what I'm saying here. We've got the front ones here, and we can plug it in like so. So on here, just going to make it very, very simple, very quickly, is all we'll do is press record, and it's going to record what I'm doing. So let's start the video off. We'll press record, and hopefully you can see that record's come up here. My little counter's come down the bottom here, pretty much the same as the VHS recorder. It's just this is, like I say, it's going straight to the hard drive. I could do it to the DVD. I could make the DVD and make up my own DVD if I wanted to, but I'm doing it to the hard drive recorder. So you're going to see it here. So this will be connected again through the RCA audio out of this, will be connected around the room to my Hi-Fi over there. So if I wanted to, I could use this, but really for me, the kind of experience and the thing I want to get out of it is using that VHS recorder. Going to bring back so many memories of years ago. So there you go. So that's it, and I'm just going to stop it there. No need to drag it on any longer. So if I stop it, don't actually show you it stopped. Just stops down the bottom here. But if I just press play on here, it goes to the last thing you recorded. So if I press play on here, the last thing I recorded was this here. And like I say, I can make this one long continuous kind of track in my playlist, etc. Or press pause and carry on to the next. But if I actually stop it, then it would do a separate recording for each one when I press stop. So on this particular unit here, I'm going to have to press pause if I've got to kind of tee one up, all that kind of stuff, get it in the right position. I'm going to have to press pause because it will stop and count that as one kind of chapter or one kind of like recording. So press pause for it to be continuous. So press pause, get the next one teed up, unpress the pause button and continue, and that will give you one complete long recording. Obviously when I press stop or pause on the video recorder, it's not going to matter because it's just going to continually play the tape. it doesn't suddenly, when you press stop, it doesn't put, you know, that recording, you finished it and press stop. The video recorder doesn't realise you press stop and suddenly stops, it just continues. So when you press record again, it just plays the next track kind of thing. I think you know what I'm saying there. But there you go. So I'll press pause on that. Oh, it must have stopped. That must have been recorded. I kept up with what's watching there. But anyway, you get the idea there of how I've done this. So hopefully that may be help to you, anyone interested in doing it. But that's what I'll be doing. This will take me a while because it can be tedious, like I said. But once I've done it, it's done. So until the next video, I'll say thanks for watching. See you.